Anybody who wants to come for me is
What's your plan?
If I spill everything right now, what will keep you glued to your screen?
So I think that maybe because we've had a season where things were calm, Big Brother decided that season 10, since it's a round figure, will be a season that will be explosive. Because who are these housemates that have entered Big Brother's house for season 10? Wow! Okay. Let us strike a deal that this season 10 of Big Brother Naija, we'll be talking, we'll be having very nice conversations. 1, 2, we will be very liberal. 3, we'll be very attentive. 4, we'll try not to let our emotions get ahead of us as we enjoy this season. This is season 10, and the players, ladies and gentlemen, are very different, and I'll tell you why. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, talking the Big Brother Naija show. This is 10 years of undivided entertainment when it comes to Big Brother. I would say that I think that this season is a bit different because of how last season went and the way people thought it was too peaceful, and they decided that they want to spice things up this season. Now this season is titled with the theme 10 over 10, and honestly, I told myself that I was going to be very open-minded when I now saw these housemates. Like, did you see the ladies? What do you think about them? I would like to know in the comment section. Like, these ladies are really giving. And I know that by now you would have seen them. However, I couldn't just keep still to not to bring this to you. Now, let's talk about the very first housemate that came into the house. Her name is Zita. When I saw this lady, I just felt like a model, a princess entered the house. I mean, her chocolate was chocolating, her skin was skinning, and I was like, will this lady be able to play this game? I guess we would see. Like I said, let's be open-minded. Now, the second person that comes into the house is Mide, and did you hear when she said she's quite flirty? Like I said, I want everybody to be very attentive and open-minded as we go into the show. And secondly, I also want everyone to be like, despite whatever you know about these guys, maybe you know them before, they are your neighbors, or you auditioned with them or anything, let's just pretend like these guys are having a new life in the house because they're about to play the game as best as they can. Now, Mide, when I was watching her speak, she said she's quite flirty. However, she's not looking for a relationship. Now, if she gets into the house and you are seeing her with a guy or with 2 guys or 3 guys, I do not want anybody to start shipping them because she has already said it now that she is quite flirty. We move on to the third housemate. Now, this lady, her name is Sultana, according to her, and she wants to represent the North. And she says she wants to break the stereotype when it comes to maybe about the North or about her herself. And like I said before, these people are going to be playing the game in very, very funny ways. So I just can't wait to see how they will be delivering. And honestly, even though I said I don't want to let my emotions go ahead of me, guys, I have a good feeling about this season. I don't know about you. Let's go to the fourth housemate.
slap already. Why are you trying to slap? What's going on?
When you hear "papa," I think every season we always have one slang or the other when it comes to, the housemate. I think last season we had one and handy and it was to. This season we are hearing "papa" because this lady, her name is Doris. Doris came in. And did you see Doris? Doris came in saying she's a drama queen, 1. Number 2, she says anybody that comes to her should do what? Papa. Ebuka was like, remember, fighting is against the rules of Big Brother's house, so hope you're not going to be fighting it. She was like, anybody that comes to me, papa. But one thing I do like about this lady is the fact that she's very strategic from the beginning. Guys, I'm telling you that this season is going to be hot, sir. Now, the reason I say she's strategic is because the moment she mounted that stage to talk to Ebuka, the first thing she's telling Ebuka is, look at the gown I'm wearing. I'm the one that designed it. I actually colored or painted this gown. And most of the clothes I brought to the house, I designed it, I painted them. And I'm like, she has sold herself already. Now, if this lady per se, which I think she will still stay long in the house, but let me tell you something, if this lady stays long in the house, one of the things that people will be looking out for is the fact that, oh, this clothes she designed, or maybe she designed that one, maybe she styled this one, and she'll be bringing her creativity. Talk about putting your head in the game and playing the game the moment they say start. Now, this next lady, I have a little bit of a problem with what she said on the stage, and I'll tell you why. First, her name is Tracy, and she says that, she is fierce and she has a lot of things to bring to the table. However, she said she can be a crybaby. I think personally, looking at all the seasons of Big Brother has come and gone. I feel that she shouldn't have said that. Now listen to me before you crucify me. Wait, face, like we're having a conversation, right? The reason I feel like she shouldn't have said that is because if crying, peradventure, would be her strategy in the house to not even get the audience, but probably get the housemates, I think it's not something that she should have said out. Because now, people, anytime she cries, they'll be like, she said she's a crybaby. Why did she say it? Now, we cannot even when her tears are real, we'll be saying she's a crybaby. Well, however, let's see how far Tracy would go in the house. Now, this next housemate, her name is Big Soso. She's somebody that I think did not say so much, but probably would have things to do in the house. Now, one thing I did notice about this lady is the fact that she says she is a real one. And before I was able to shoot this video, there were some comments I was seeing where people were saying, oh, they know this lady and then she really does have the vibe. But will she be bringing the vibe to the show? I guess we're going to find out. The next housemate is, when I first heard her name, it reminded me of a popular cartoon or the movie that people must have seen, Avatar. Her name is Ivata. Now, Ivata says that most of the time you see her as one thing, but she is another. One of the things that did strike me about her, of course, would be her tattoos. I saw her tattoos and she said, people do judge the book by the cover. However, she said she's bringing something entirely different to the show. I can't wait to see what that would be. One thing that Ivata said is the fact that she has tried Big Brother 7 times, and I really want to believe that because she has auditioned 7 times, she will really know how to play this game. However, I guess we're going to see. Let's move away from Ivata and move now to one demure queen called Sabrina. Sabrina is the tallest lady in that house. Sabrina is one of the tallest persons I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know how tall she was until when she climbed the stage. Even Ibuka was like, auntie, you tall. Oh. I was like, my dear, you tall. Now she's given a lot of demure and class. And I'm like, will this be able to take you over the games? Will this be able to take you over in case we're having any kind of task? Will you be able to like be demure into the whole thing? However, we don't know until when the game starts. Now we move over from her to another demure queen. Her name is Gigi Jasmine, and she says she is a DJ. She's very calm, very cool, the way she talks, it feels like she's not even like opening her mouth to talk, but she's actually speaking. And now she's coming to say she's going to be playing her game and being herself. I just want to see how far that will go. Now, watching her interview, she said something. Now, for all the shippers in the house, this one is for you. She said that, she's very open to probably meeting somebody in the house, like Big Brother should do his thing. I don't know if she's playing a game on us, the viewers, I wouldn't say. But because she has said that, for those who probably will be thinking about shipping her with somebody, she's somebody that I think that you can go ahead and ship. What do you think? I would like to know in the comment section. When this next lady walked in, with the energy that she brought, I was like, life of the party. Now she comes in and Ebuka is like, what's your name? And she says, my name is Thelma. Now, Thelma is saying that not only is she going to be bringing energy, she's going to be bringing a lot of fun. And then she made a statement that made me laugh when she said she's going to the house immediately and she's going to be making drinks for everybody. Everybody's going to drink until they are called to glory. Called to glory. Do you know the meaning? It's really wow. She wants to make people to drink to glory. The next housemate also did do something very interesting. Her name is Imisi. Mark my words, she's quite unassuming. Now, Imisi comes in, what are you bringing to the table? She says, don't worry, I'm bringing vibes, I'm going to be myself. She walks into the house, right? And she had already said that she's a lone star. What does Imisi do? The first thing that Imisi does, after she did, hi, how are you? The next thing this girl does was, she pulled her wig. Mama, come on, wig. And her neighbor was like, they're already removing wigs in the house. The lady did not have time to play. She was already down to business. Now, talking about another person that was very down to business is Isabella. I think that one of the highlights of the night was Isabella. Now, Isabella was giving an energy that I think maybe Thatcher did give. She comes into the house. Apparently, you already know, these girls are not friends, but it's just normal when you come into the house, people just try to be cordial. This lady comes into the house, and then she doesn't really like hug anybody. She just says hello, sits for a second, steps up and walks up the stairs. Like, she comes in with a kind of aura that is commanding. Like, you're not going to mess with me. I know what I'm doing here and I'm going to do what I came to do here. However, that entrance, I've kept it in a pause. I want to see whether she's going to be able to play that game. Now, before Isabella came in, we had Ibifubara. Ibifubara says that she's a therapist and she's not looking for drama. However, if anybody brings drama to her, she's going to give it. A lot of people always say, if you bring drama to me, I'm going to give it. But when that drama finally comes, we're going to see if they're going to give the drama or not. Now, moving on to the 14th lady that comes into the house. Joanna. Joanna is a model. I see Joanna as a completely different person from every other person that I had seen earlier. Now she's a model who is owning herself the way she is with her hair and everything. However, I do not know how much of Joanna we're going to see in that show. I feel like there's more to Joanna than Joanna lets us to see. Or maybe she just wants us to see everything in the house. I think time is going to tell. I mean, when I was reading comments prior to the launch of Big Brother Naija season 10, right? I was seeing a lot of things about people saying they don't want any married couple, they don't want anybody in a relationship, they don't want a Gen Z. But ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break it to you, but we have a Gen Z in the house. Her name is Dede. Now, Dede says she's coming in with peace. She is owning who she is. She doesn't care who anybody thinks they are. She's just going to be playing her game, one. Number two, she said something that also caught my attention. She says even when she's going to sleep, she'll always be on point. When she's waking up, she's always going to be on point. So just in case she wakes up and you're seeing her with makeup, don't be scared, because she said that she's always going to be on point. And she was like, period. So she's going to be on makeup. She's never going to be caught on fresh. So if we catch her on fresh, you know what to do in the comment section. If you not catch her on fresh too, you know what to do in the comment section. Now, these are the 15 ladies in the house, and I love the way they came in. For all those who have been watching Big Brother Naija, remember Big Brother Naija season 6? I think that's a set of liquor rose. Remember that they also had something like this, where we had, instead of the girls coming first, we had the guys coming first. And then later on, they had the guys blindfolded and then with their boxers or things like that, and then we had the ladies now come in. But this season we're having reverse, so we're having the ladies coming first, and then day 2 we have the men coming in. Now, before I even finalize everything I want to say, guys, I love that this season is also having a kind of twist whereby at the end of the day, even if, let's say, like the best person doesn't win per se, anybody that brings in the energy, anybody that puts in the work will definitely have something to go home with. Now, Ebuka announced something about the player of the week or the housemate of the week, whereby the person with the highest energy, the person with the highest input gets voted as the player or the housemate of the week, and this person is going to be going home with something. And I feel like this will probably ginger some of the housemates to sit up and play the game well, because housemates will be voting for each other and say, this person was the life of the party, this person was the life of the week, and I love that. Now, Ebuka also said something for all those who always complain that the winner did not deserve it. He said this time, just like farmers go to the farm to till the grass or till the ground, to plant, wet, enter the sun, enter the rain before the plants will germinate, that's the same way this housemates will work. This housemates will work so hard for that 150 million. If they did not work hard, they will not get the money. And I was like, Ebuka, you people are very angry. He was like, leave me alone. How will you tell me I will not be angry? We have to be angry because last season they said people did not work for their money. So this season they have to suffer. I was like, Ebuka, sorry now, I'm just asking a question. Guys, let me know what you think about all the housemates in the comment section. Honestly, I'm excited because I love the faces of the ladies I'm seeing. I just don't know if the men will match the energy. I'll be right back in my next episode to know whether or not the men are matching the energy. But however, let me know again what you think about the housemates in the comment section. Till next time, remember to enjoy every moment. Big Brother Naija. Bye.